All right, guys, so today I'm gonna be pulling this motor just because I want to do some stuff on it, plus other issues that I need to address as well. So it just helps to pull the whole motor. Just now, off camera, I took all the plugs out. This one's a little black around like the nut. See how all of them aren't? Because this was like loose. It wasn't even in all the way, which I guess that's my stupidity. But yeah, they all look all right. Nothing serious, but we did a compression test and we got 160, 140, 145, 163. So clearly we're low. Normal specs, I think 195, and like minimum is 135. So we're just barely at minimum. So I'm gonna pull the motor because I have to do other stuff on it regardless. But we have a coolant pipe on the back of the motor here that connects to your thermostat. Right there, it's hard to see, but I'm pretty sure that's leaking coolant like pretty badly because I have to bleed this thing pretty much anytime I would like to take it for a drive. So there's definitely a coolant leak. I think I've seen it before and just disregarded it, but here we are. I replaced the rad in here with just another one I had lying around. It's just a genuine Honda one. Replaced some hoses. What else? Replaced the thermostat. Put a new wheel bearing on the back, new wheel bearings on the front, new brakes on the back. So just like minor things. It's not worth filming, but all right, so here's where I'm at. Front bumper, headlights, grill. Even got the little washer fluid bottle out because I don't really use that anymore. It's just sitting over there. Now I'm just gonna drain the rad, take off all these little stupid things, take the battery out, take the headers off, disconnect all the harness that's attached to the motor. All right, so rad's out, everything's drained. I try to catch as much as possible, but it's literally all over the floor. But other than that, rad's out, all the hoses are disconnected, all the wires are disconnected, all the fuel hoses are disconnected. You got the feed, evap, and return. I got the header off, no broken bolts, so it's mint. Like I said, all the coolant hoses are off. Everything's off from the top. It's not connected to anything. Now all I have to do is obviously take the wheels off on each side, take the axles out. Just knowing this engine, okay, and this half shaft that I have down here, that half shaft doesn't like to disconnect from the axle, so I usually have to unbolt the three, I think 14s on the half shaft and then pull the half shaft out of the transmission. It's just annoying for my drive shaft. It just won't come out. I'll try, but we'll see what happens. And then the exhaust, it's already disconnected here. I'm just gonna leave it all connected below. I've done it before. I just lift it up and just pull this forward or whatever. And then the last thing that I am regretting, honestly, is the pin that holds in the shifter linkage. So I don't know. Last time I pulled it out, it actually wasn't too bad. I pulled it out many times. So from doing that, hopefully it's not like seized in there. I have a couple tools that I've made and kept throughout the years, so those will come in handy. And then once drive shafts and that pin for the linkage is out, I can go ahead and disconnect the T mount back there, this mount here, this mount here, and should be ready to pull. That's my issue though. I have all these parts here and I gotta dig out my engine hoist. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. All right. Boom. I'm kind of working on two things at once, hence why it's nighttime. And I kind of had to clean up a bit, pull the engine jack out. Working on this thing, completely separate video. Honestly, I'm not even making a video on this. I'm just trying to do all little things. It's just not worth making a video on. I am making a video on this, like just me purchasing it and then getting it and riding it, but can't strap my phone to my face, so I'm looking to get another camera set up and all that stuff. Yeah, so anyway, enough with that. Yeah, so we're here. Axles, they're out each side. Again, like, oh, you guys can't even see. All right, there we go. Boom, it's out of the transmission. Took the whole half shaft out because that was just not coming out. But it is what it is. It's pretty easy. It's three 12mm bolts to get it out of the back of the engine. And then I just kind of have the half shaft right there, the 3 bolts. Yeah. So that's out. The other side's out. Just show you guys. Axle sitting here out of the transmission. Yeah, we got some gunk there. I think I exploded a boot. So that's good to find out. We got that pin out. This pin, still good condition, but you know which way gets hammered and which way goes in. So never swap those around. That's how they get stuck usually. So shifter linkage on the ground. It's out. Everything's out. Hence why the crane's here. But yeah, we're gonna be pulling this thing right about now. I just gotta find my chain. I think I was using it to load this thing up and down on in the back of the truck, but yeah, gonna hook the chain on. Where did I put it last time? Right here. I gotta get a bolt. It's a 12mm washer, and then the other side of the chain hooks on. So we got that back right corner, and then we'll get here back front left corner. So that's how usually I take off that transmission bolt, put a washer, put another washer, because the chain, I'm just gonna put one loop here. The loops, you'll see how I show you guys. So I've done it 100 times, it never damages the case. So one there, lift up, pull out, engine's out. I don't know, dude, I've been taking so many breaks in between, so this is probably about, like, realistically, like a couple hours of work, not even. It's super easy to pull these. All right, motor's out of the whip. Made a little bit of a mess. By a little bit, I mean a lot, but it's fine. Yeah, here she is, out of the whip. Like I said, attached to, so zoomed in, attached to this guy right here, which is just the transmission in the front, that front bolt. And then back of the bolt, or back of the head here, put a bolt, washer, make sure you don't damage anything. Yeah, so now that everything's out, I'm probably gonna address everything in here, because definitely needs a clean. Yeah, damn, this is disgusting. Yeah, so I'm gonna address whatever I need to in here, clean it up a bit, paint it, replace hoses that need to be replaced, just boring stuff like that. And then here, that's all just from the transmission, so I gotta remember to top that back up because the axles are just not in there, it's leaking. But still a bit hard to see, but this pipe right here, it's leaking pretty bad. I can literally see it. You see all that green in there? Yeah, so we're gonna have to probably gonna have to pop the intake off, which is whatever, but it is leaking really bad there. See some coolant coming down here. Maybe the idle air control valve might need to be cleaned. Who knows? I'm gonna take this off, look at the pipe behind there, see why it's leaking, and then go from there. But yeah, you can see it's been leaking a lot. So every time I go for a drive, it just pisses out of there. So that is not good at all. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get a new axle on this side, just because you can see all the grease from it. Looks like the boot kind of blew up a little. I did look at it before, seems to be okay, but I'm just gonna get it replaced anyway. Gonna probably try and take the exhaust off. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we've got it out for now. So we'll clean her up, take a look at things. I'm probably gonna do a valve adjustment just because I've never done it on this motor. I know, stupid, but just see if the valves are in are proper, and yeah. So that's probably gonna be it for this video. Appreciate all the recent subs and stuff, but I'll catch you guys in the next one when I'm tearing that motor apart.